Hey guys, welcome back to 5 nothing 100 nothing.com. I am Fugget, and that stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about holidays and eating slash cheat days, free days, refeeds, whatever you want to call it. Okay, back in the olden times when I was a boy, we used to call it a cheat day. We didn't spin this, oh, it's a refeed, so we felt better about ourselves. We knew we were eating whatever the hell we wanted. Now, science, the wonderful world of science, has shown over the years that there is a psychological and a physiological benefit to having a little bit more calories and going off of your traditional healthy eating. Now, there's two reasons why this can help you in your efforts to maintain a lean physique or lose fat or what have you, whatever you're trying to do. One is the psychological benefit. If you do like a weekly or sometimes twice a week, depending on your metabolism and how much weight you have to lose, as well as how your body responds to a cheat day, refeed, whatever, I'm going to call it cheat day. You can structure those into your schedule and get a benefit. So first off, the psychological benefit. The psychological benefit of a refeed or cheat day is that if you're trying to stay on a rigid diet plan or whatnot, and you start to have cravings, well, if you know that within like 2 days, 3 days, what have you, that you're going to be able to have some food that you want, then it's going to give you that psychological like pressure release, and you're going to be able to enjoy that food. It'll help you in those days leading up to it to maintain your eating plan. Okay. The physiological benefit is somewhat debatable, but there's some research behind this, and I can tell you from hands-on experience, it works very well. I don't talk a lot about this, but I used to be an overweight kid, and when I finally started to diet and learn how to eat right and what have you, I lost a lot of weight. And I'll talk about that more in detail in another video. But what what happens is, at least the theory or the method is that when you go into a calorie deficit, you tend to, first off, your body responds by using the energy that it needs, and taking it from your stored adipose, your fat, and burning that as fuel, assuming that you're eating, again, in a calorie deficit and you're exercising a little bit to help create that deficit. Now, what happens over time is your metabolism starts to drop to meet your caloric intake. So maybe you're eating at this level and you're burning at this level, right? Or your exercise, your output is here. All of a sudden you go into a deficit, boom, you start to lose weight. But what also happens is eventually your metabolic rate starts to drop. So meaning how many calories you burn at rest, your resting metabolic rate, blah, blah, blah. So eventually when that meets, your body doesn't know that you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to lose fat to be at a healthier weight. It knows homeostasis, meaning it wants to stay the same. It thinks everything is just fine, stay right there, right? So it goes, oh, well, this is all we have. And it's actually a survival mechanism, right? Because your body knows I want to stay alive. So storing fat, the body thinks, is a good thing. Now, we know at some level you want to have some body fat. You just don't want to be overweight, obese, because it has all other health consequences. So boom, you bring it down, and now it meets here. So all of a sudden you start to not lose weight. And it's interesting, on the show The Biggest Loser, when I would work with some of their at-home contestants, and then talk to like the Jillian Michaelses and blah, 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 whatever, we talked about this and how, like, when you first go on a diet, all of a sudden you lose a bunch of weight and then it stops. And they call it like the second week or third week jinx, what have you. It just depends on the person. So your body's just doing what it's supposed to do, and that's keep your ass alive. So now most people will just drop their calories more or exercise more, what have you. But what happens is you can only drop your calories so far before you start to have nutritional deficiencies, right? Nutrient deficiencies. So you need something to kind of like start that metabolism up again. A lot of people just make the mistake of running over to the drugstore and looking for, a fat burner, which is basically caffeine and a bunch of other things. And that'll just get you amped. And I think it's a psychological component. If you think it's working, then spend the $40 a month for caffeine. whatever, or just have some coffee. But at the end of the day, there comes a point where you're not able to drop your calories anymore. So you need to get that metabolic rate back up. So you start burning more calories. So the best way to do that is to have a refeed or a cheat day. So you eat whatever you want for a certain period of time. Some people are more comfortable with a cheat meal rather than an actual like cheat day. But you just gotta, it's very individual. And with my clients over the years, I've used all types of approaches like that, and they've all worked. So for me personally, when I was losing weight, that's what really got me over the hump to lose another, 10, 15 pounds, was actually cheating on my diet once a week and having whatever the heck I wanted for a whole day. And all of a sudden, the next day, you've got like gastrointestinal distress, or you feel like your body doesn't feel right because you cleaned up this temple, and it's an efficient, highly efficient operating machine, and all of a sudden you stuck all this sludge back in it. But the psychological benefits are huge because it'll keep you for the next 6 days or however many days are between your refeeds or cheat days. It keeps you at bay with, like, you can turn down a bag of Cheetos, or if there's pizza but you just like gorged 2 days before, it's not as appealing to you. So it definitely has a lot of benefits, whether it's both psychological and or physiological. So keep that in mind. I know some people that I work with and some of my friends that are actually going to stay right on their diet through Easter or through the holiday weekend, whatever you celebrate. But most things are closed anyways, so we're kind of all in the same boat in that regard, whatever you believe or celebrate. But I could tell you personally, doing the ketogenic diet and getting great results, feeling awesome on it, and hopefully looking awesome, that I'm definitely going to cheat. And I started actually last night, and it's going to go through the day. I've got family stuff going on. There'll be a lot of Italian traditional food. There'll be ham. There'll be biscuits. I am happy. I'm a happy little, like, my inner fat boy is excited about the day. But I know that once, everyone starts to kind of go home and stuff, and, anyone want to pack leftovers, this and that, I am not going to be taking desserts. I'm not going to take anything except for meat, whether fatty or lean, doesn't matter, and possibly vegetables. And that's all I'll take with me. The rest, I know that if I take it, I'll have that like second day, like you ever eat a Thanksgiving meal and you're like, you gorge, you just eat all this food, and then the next day you want even more food. You stretched your stomach out and all of a sudden you want more food. So the best way I combat that is just not take anything that's not going to be consistent with my eating plan that I normally do, Monday through Saturday or Monday through Friday, what have you. So anyways, guys, I hope you're enjoying your holiday weekend, whatever you celebrate. I really don't care, but just thought this video could help some of you. And the refeeds or the cheat days definitely have their place. So, enjoy. Comment, like, subscribe. Give me your thoughts on like refeeds, cheat days, etc. It's not for everybody, but I know for a lot of people it really helps them to stay on their plan consistently the rest of the week. So take care, you guys, and enjoy the holidays.